Man, what's good, chat? I ain't even late. 1 to 10. How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? I'm back. Yo! What's good? What's good, Rob? What's good, Zach? What's good, chat? What's good, Ayo? What's good, chat? What's good, ladies and gentlemen? What's good, Adam? What's good, Mom? We back, baby. We back. Yo, Strawberry Art, King, Derek, Shy, Falls, appreciate it. Shiro, hey, appreciate it. W Subbers. Chat, how we doing, baby? I'm early, too. I'm early, chat. Yo, just get to 5. Who get to 5? Yo, Will with the 5, get the W, Will. Chat, how's everybody's day going on a scale of 1 to 10? Let me hear it, man. W Subbers, man. Kitty! I don't know what Kitty doing. Man. What'd this dude just say? Not so good, in pain, fell yesterday. What did you fall from? Chat, what's the highest distance y'all have ever fallen off something from? What is this? Oh my goodness, you are delusional. I feel like Case hates his European viewers the way he be streaming at 4 a.m. I don't live in Europe, you goober. That don't mean I hate y'all. Like what? Buddy, I live in Arkansas. Dude, what? Chat, the farthest distance I've ever fell from is 15 feet. Broke my foot, too. I'll never forget it, man. Yep. Sure did. How? I was working at the rice mill and I was climbing a ladder to check something. And at the top of the ladder, there was a swing gate that you'd have to swing to go in through the gate. And on the way down, I, went back through the gate to climb down the ladder. And when I closed the gate snapped and I fell like 15 feet on the concrete. Broke my foot, man. Yep. Yep, sure did. You can climb? Yes, I can climb. Yo, Stephen Corey with the 20 gifted, chat. W Stephen with the 20 gifted. Demon with the 10,000 bits as well. Chat, W Stephen, W Demon, dude. Did you leave a crater? No. Chat, y'all ever broke any bones, man? Bro, it's something about breaking a bone, bro. Oh, man. Dude. Wow, there's a surprising amount of people who haven't broke bones. I broke my arm, broke my foot, and I've broke like 5 toes. Supreme with the 5 gifted. Faith with the 5 gifted as well. Yep. 5 toes? Yeah, I've broke like 5 toes probably. Toes are so easy to break, man. Yo, Diana with the 5 gifted. Twillith with the 5 gifted too. I remember one of my toes got broken because my brother kicked me in the foot as hard as he could and broke my toe. Yep. Yep. Sure did. Look at the worst bone breaks. I'm good. I can't watch people. I can't watch videos of people like snapping their arm or leg or something. It makes me sick. Can't do it. Yo, slide with the 10 gifted. W, slide with the 10 gifted. Purple with the 5 as well. Chad, I'm skinny, man. It's actually a problem. The arm wrestling videos. Dude, the videos where they're arm wrestling, their arm be snapping, ain't no way. Miles with the 5 gifted. Biggest Nintendo in the world. Chad, do I look like a Nintendo Switch? You know what's crazy? Y'all can make fun of me all day, but there's been multiple people who've asked me where I got this hoodie. Because it's hard. So, hey, keep hating, losers. Where'd you get it? Gamer subs, but it was a limited time thing, so y'all are cooked. Yeah, it's gone now. Yo, Gage with the 10 gifted. W, Gage with the 10 gifted. Here we go with another goober asking me why I'm wearing a hoodie during summer. You know what exists? Air conditioner. I'm not outside in a tent. Kentucky with the 5. Why are you wearing a hoodie in summertime? Buddy, it's 52 degrees in my house. It's not like I'm outside in a tent sweating. What you talking about? Yo, Diana with 10 gifted. W, Diana with another 10 gifted. Nah, see what this dude just say. Oh, I'm about to... Oh, dude. Look at this idiot right here. Look at this idiot right here. Look at this idiot. This dude's name is Tim. Figures. No disrespect, Tim the Tap Man, I apologize. But this guy's a loser. Why are you wasting power for AC to wear a hoodie? I'm not! I'd be having the AC on anyway! What you mean wasting power? You act like I'm on a generator. Oh no, I'm 8 minutes in the stream. It's already bad. Yo, Harry with the 5. Stefan with another 25 chat. W, Stefan with another 25 gifted. Appreciate that, Stefan. Stefan gifted 50 subs chat. W, Stefan, man. Appreciate that, Stefan. Donut Lord with 5,000 bits. Appreciate you, Donut Lord. W, Donut Lord. Bro said, why are you wasting power? Bro, what you mean wasting power? What does that even mean? Oh, I'm heated already. Yo, Dookie with the 5. Yo, D Honey with 50 gifted. W, D Honey. Chad, I ate Burger King today, by the way. Can you believe it? D Honey with 50 gifted subs, chat. Give me some W's for D Honey with the 50 gifted. Yo, D Honey, I appreciate the 50 gifted. Thank you, D Honey. Angsty with the 5. Deshay Frost with the 10. What's good, Deshay? W, Deshay with the 10. Trinity with the 5. Chat. Bro. Chat. Look. Cozy with the 5. Chicken with the 5. Yo, W gifters, what y'all doing right now? Chat. I had Burger King today, bro. Look, man. It's bad. Chat. Yo, Ajax with the 5. Chat is bad, dude. Look, there was a small time to where I was like, okay, you know what? Burger King is good. Yo, Appy with the 5 gifted. Reese's Pieces with the 5. Ooh, Reese's Pieces are good, dude. Chat, there was a slight time for like the past, couple years where I was like, man, people over-hate on Burger King for no reason. Then I got it again today. Bro, ugh. I don't know, man. Yo, Burger King, I don't know what y'all got going on, but something ain't right. When I ask for a burger with mayo on it, why are you putting a quarter of a teaspoon of mayonnaise on my burger? You know what I want you to do? I want you to dip the burger in the vat of mayonnaise, man. D Honey with another 50 gifted, chat. WD Honey, man. D Honey just gifted 100 subs, chat. Give me some W's for D Honey, for real. Yo, D Honey, I appreciate you for the 100 gifted. Thank you, D Honey. WD Honey. Appreciate that, D Honey, for real. You know what? And that brings me to my second thought. Chicken is not as good as people say it is, and beef is not as good as people say it is. Because you wouldn't catch me dead eating a chicken sandwich with no mayonnaise, and you wouldn't catch me dead eating a hamburger with no mayonnaise on it. Straight up. And that is why eggs are the best food on the planet, because you can cook an egg, put a little bit of butter on the bread, and it's good every time. You can't eat a dry chicken sandwich. It would be mid. You got to have sauce with it, and you got to have sauce with a burger, man. Straight up. Kenzie with the 5 gifted. You know what else is crazy, chat? There is so many Pepsi defenders out there, I can't believe it. Somebody sent me a clip of Hassan mad at me because I was hating on Mountain, no, not Pepsi, Mountain Dew. Somebody sent me a clip of Hassan who was mad because I was talking crazy about Mountain Dew. Yo, there ain't no way you like Mountain Dew. Spoink with the 5. I'm standing on business when it comes to Mountain Dew. Wait a minute, chat. One of my video editors, chat, y'all remember how yesterday we saw the pizza from McDonald's and I wanted to go to Orlando and get one? One of my editors went and got one and he made a video reviewing it. Yo, O'Connor with the 5 gifted. Y'all completely forgot about that. Wait, we gotta watch that. Let's see if it's actually good. Yo, Trinity with the 5, Kinsey with the 5. Hold on. Wait, hold on. I gotta see this. He gave it a 5.5? Oh my goodness, it's real. Wait, hold up. Somebody just said L take. How many, I mean, realistically, how many people in here have had this thing? I mean, chat, realistically, how many people in here have had this? And everybody's just typing me, and y'all know y'all are lying. So everybody in here's from Orlando, Florida. Come on, chat. Hold on, let's see this. Let me cover my screen, make sure I don't leak my IP address like I did before.
CaseOh said,
if you live in Orlando, go get one. Okay. Alright, let's see. Bro actually went and got one. Hold on, can I go full screen? I can. Let's see.
CaseOh said,
if you live in Orlando, go get one and tell me about it.
About the McPizza in Orlando, and since I live close by, I went over and checked it out. First off, this McDonald's
pack with the 10 W pack.
I'm talking larger than a 1x1 Lego piece.
Okay, yeah, you're fired. Dude, look at this Mickey D's. Oh my goodness.
Over and checked it out. First off, this McDonald's is massive. I'm talking larger than a 1x1 Lego piece. When you walk in, you see immediately that there are multiple floors to this McDonald's. So before I decided to go check out what was on the second floor, obviously I went up and ordered everything that I needed to order. First up, as you go to the menu, as you can see, they got
Is that the double bacon smokehouse? He's missing. He's missing an opportunity of a lifetime. Wow! Chat, my best friend is the literal biggest fan in the world of the Double Bacon Smokehouse. He literally expended everything in his bank account when that burger was a thing on the McDonald's menu. Every time we hang out, he talks about it. Madison with the 5. Wait, what is 0 calories? Oh, no, that's just... Okay. Philly cheesesteak? Bro, what is this McDonald's location? You are the friend? No, I don't like that. I don't like barbecue sauce. If that's what it is. You been there, we? Man.
At the McPizza, McPasta, and a McPhilly cheese. First off, I clicked on the McPizza, had to order some plain cheese pizza, didn't want to throw any toppings on it. Secondly, went to the pasta, got a
Bro, please. Can I just rewind the video?
Alfredo. Went to the pasta, got a Alfredo.
Man.
Some plain cheese pizza, didn't want to throw any toppings on it.
Oh, he's calling back. Yo. Yo.
Yo.
I'm streaming.
Hello?
What are you doing?
What up, bro?
Yo, I'm streaming.
Yeah.
Dude, they got the Double Bacon Smokehouse in Orlando, Florida, McDonald's.
No! We gotta go!
All right, I'll call you back.
We gotta go!
I'll call you back. Bro, I told you. This dude's whole life is the Double Bacon Smokehouse, bro. Like how I am with the steakhouse burrito is how he is with the Double Bacon Smokehouse. But ravioli?
Secondly, went to the pasta, got a Alfredo. Believe it or not, they do have Alfredo with their pasta here.
What?
And finally, just because I didn't even know that it existed.
That's a cutting meal. Wait, that's a cutting meal. This is why I keep telling y'all, chat, the healthiest place, the number one place you can go on a diet to lose weight is fast food. They already tell you how many calories there is. Look at this sandwich. That does not look like it would. Only 310 calories for that sandwich is kind of insane.
I tried out the McPhilly cheesesteak. The total for everything came to just under $40 for these 3 items. Now, before going upstairs, I did notice that the pizza is a brick oven pizza. If you see this footage, look at it. It is a brick oven pizza.
Yo, W Video, by the way, he actually put on a whole documentary
that they create their McPizza in. After noticing that, we headed to the second floor where, believe it or not, there is an arcade in this McDonald's.
I don't even like McDonald's anymore. This makes me like them less. The fact that you will do something like this somewhere and make everybody else just have nothing but mid. Like, what is wrong with y'all?
Yes, you heard me correct. The second floor has an entire arcade and prize area for it.
What?
And obviously, I had to take footage of this claw machine right here, which had stuffed cup ramen, your favorite, CaseOh. After hanging out in the arcade, the time was ready for our food. First of all, here's a nice look at the Alfredo with a crispy...
This is McDonald's! This is McDonald's! Double Bacon Smokehouse with the 5.
chicken breast on top, way better than I expected coming from McDonald's. Then you have the cheesesteak, which
oh my goodness, that looks bad. Oh my goodness, I see why it's only 310 calories now. Because there's barely any sentient being on this thing. Yeah, that's bad. You can see like the cheese, yeah,
Looked a little questionable, to be completely honest. And finally, we have the pizza here. Nice cheese pizza, a little bit of...
Wait, it's a large? Ooh, that crust, Ooh, nah, there's no way this is good. There's no way it is. That's too much crust. That's too much crust action. No way. Everything is made to order there compared to normal McDonald's.
The crispiness to the crust. First off, I tried the Alfredo, which to my surprise, the McDonald's Alfredo was way better than I thought it would be.
Dude, it looks
not
good.
Olive Garden level, but it is better than I expected coming from McDonald's. It was a little bit of a thicker Alfredo as opposed to the creamier Alfredo, so if you like creamy Alfredo, this wouldn't be the one for you. But
chat, what y'all mess with? Pause. Thick or creamy Alfredo? Pause. I'm not gonna lie, I prefer like a little thicker action. Cause if it's a little too creamy, it starts weirding me out because it like becomes more of a soup than an Alfredo. You know what I mean? I don't know.
nonetheless, the flavors were there, and it did hit more than I expected from a fast food restaurant, especially pasta from McDonald's.
Wow.
Next up, I tried the cheesesteak, which, to be completely honest, had a weird taste to it. There was some sweetness or spice in it that, honestly, don't know where it was coming from. It was a little concerning. Don't need to try this again.
Not
and
good.
Finally, what you've been waiting for, the McPizza. It looks nicer than I'm sure you expected looking at a McPizza.
I don't know what I expected, but you know what I will say? It's bigger than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be like a little personal pan action. You know what I mean? I didn't know that was giving you like a whole large pizza here.
Expected looking at a McPizza. I will admit, when I picked it up, I did the flop test. Wasn't too much floppiness. Now, the pizza itself was a little greasy. I saw some grease drip off after I took a bite, and it was soft. It was a little too doughy for my liking.
Oh my goodness, you can see the grease fall off!
I took a bite, and it was soft. It was a little too doughy for my liking. I would have liked it to have been a little bit crisper. Now, granted, I did see other tables' pizzas, so we might have just got
hey, yo, you must have liked it a little bit more than you're leading on, because why is there only 3 slices left? Y'all sat here and slammed this whole pie.
bad batch of a doughier, floppier pizza. Now, as for the flavors of the McPizza, the sauce was tangy. It had a nice
Oh
spice.
my goodness, did you see that? It's like a pool of grease. Like, you see how it's like yellowish cover, like liver failure or something? That's like a pool of grease, dude. What did this absolute idiot just type in my chat? Pie? That's a pizza large, bro. Yo, Revenge OT with your first time chat. You should go look up what a pizza's called. It's called a pie. It's called a pizza pie. You absolute goober.
The sauce was tangy. It had a nice bite to it. The cheese, though, wasn't my favorite. It was not stringy. When I bite into pizza, I wanted to string along with me. The cheese did not go with me.
I feel
and
that.
The cheese was kind of mid, to be completely honest with you. And the crust, not crunchy. It was more of a chewy, doughier bite.
Ooh, yeah, I know it was bad. Chewy, doughy crust? Nah, I know it was bad.
Not super enjoyable if you're a big crust person. All in all, I would give the chicken Alfredo from McDonald's a 7 out of 10. I would give the cheesesteak about a 4 out of 10. It really wasn't that good. And the pizza, I would give it a 5.5 out of 10. It's doable, it's passable. Late night, I'm sure that it would hit differently, especially if it was a little bit crispier. But it wouldn't be my first choice of pizza places in terms of fast food or quick pizza. And unexpectedly, on the way out, I did notice that McDonald's had ice cream, chocolate peanut butter cake, and a McDonald's cheesecake, which I will be trying next time I come here.
Yo, McDonald's, y'all really don't care about anybody else besides the people that live in Orlando, Florida, huh? At this point, shut down everything but this place, because that's just disrespectful at this point.
All in all, cool experience. There's my quick review of the McPizza, the McAlfredo, and the McCheesesteak. And obviously, I will be back to try the McDesserts. Hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to drop a like.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, W editor, man. Chat, W editor. You know what? W video, bro. Not only did he go try it because I asked somebody to, he made an entire, like, in-depth video. I mess with that. Yo, Stefan with the 50 gifted. W Stefan with the 50 gifted. Chat. W Stefan Corey with another 50 gifted subs. Oh my goodness. Appreciate you, Stefan. Look up for menu McDonald's headquarters. They have international. Wait, didn't you send me a video? Hang on. Chad, does this make you like McDonald's less now after seeing this? Low-key, it does. I low-key like them less now. Because why are you like... Why ain't y'all keeping the same energy everywhere? You know what I mean? Like, why y'all... Man, come on, man. Oh, yeah, here's one of the videos you sent me. Why am I getting Huggies wipes ads? Yo, exposed with the 5.
Empower your students at
Whoa!
every stage of the writing
Hold on, I'm about to go
process
full
with
screen, hang on.
Grammarly's generative AI. Use it to help students brainstorm ideas faster, cite sources instantly, get real-time feedback, and much more.
Americans like to...
Let's truly see what we're... Chat, who in here doesn't live in America, by the way? How much are we truly missing out on?
To think that they own the junk food game. After all, America...
We do, buddy. Don't act like we don't. This video's not going to change my mind. We do own the fast food game, buddy. Fast food, junk food game. What you talking about?
Americans like to think that they own the junk food game. After all, America has given the world Spam, pickled pig's feet, and even deep-fried butter.
Wow, thanks for pointing out the worst 3 things America's ever, like, food invented.
But it turns out the rest of the world is just as into abominable food concoctions that sound almost good enough to eat. They're just not as loud and proud about it as America is.
Wow, this dude actually hates us, huh?
Today, we're discussing some of the strangest items found at American fast food chains all over the world. But before we scour the earth for some potential culinary crimes, why not subscribe to the Weird History Food channel? And leave us a comment letting us know what other mind-boggling menu items you'd like to hear about next. Okay, time to sink our teeth into some, tasty treats? Yeah, let's go with tasty. Wait. Don't-
Yeah, there's a reason we don't have that. That is disgusting. Nobody's eating this. That is putrid. That is legitimately putrid. That's horrible. Are you kidding me? Who serves this?
Don't close out of the video just yet. It may seem like we're coming out of the gates swinging with McDonald's Nutella burger.
Yeah, y'all can keep that one.
But allow us to explain. Well, your first reaction may be a mixture of confusion, revulsion, and, let's face it, joy. We're happy to tell you that beef, onions, pickles, and condiments have nothing to do with this burger. So you can rest assured that McDonald's is not sanctioning a chocolate hazelnut spread on a slab of meat. Yet. Instead, the burger is removed completely from the equation and replaced with the smooth, hazelnutty goodness.
Dude, that is nasty. Just go get a donut. Wait, what did you say? Amaya said I would buy that. Yeah, your mod's gone.
Of Nutella. And apparently, it's really tasty. The sandwich, called Sweetie con Nutella, was released in 2016 and is only available in Italy.
Okay, chat, if somebody's in Italy, hey, if somebody's in Italy and sees this, y'all gotta go get this thing and make a video, because that looks disgusting.
Nutella was born. More of a dessert burger, or desserger, the Sweetie con Nutella has been gobbled up by many excited Italians since its inception. While it is not the healthiest thing to get from McDonald's, no
Dude, that is actually, dude, again, listen.
Italians since its inception. While it
Chat. I was about to make a statement about how this is healthy food, but it's actually not. If the regular hamburger with no cheese on here was on here, it would be. The regular hamburger, no cheese from here is actually not bad. It's 250 calories. You can get 2 of them for 500 and get a Diet Coke. That's like pretty much a whole meal, and you're only getting 500 calories.
It is not the healthiest thing to get from McDonald's. Nobody goes to McDonald's for health food.
I literally have before they fell off.
And the snack is about as popular as Nutella, which is to say, people go totally nuts for it. Or should that be, they go
Nutella's overrated!
Oh yeah, that felt good. While it seems pretty cocky to name your French fries world-famous fries, it is hard to argue that McDonald's best-selling items are the most famous fried spuds on the planet. But it may surprise you to learn that
Checkers clears, Rallies clears.
in Italy, you can opt out of fries altogether and instead request a nice old hunk of Parmesan cheese. That's right. Italy's most sought-after side dish to the McDonald's burger is not the French fry, nor the onion ring. It is the snack al Parmigiano, a small block of pure Parmigiano Reggiano cheese in a handy pouch.
No.
Dubbed the pocket cheese, this tasty and sort of healthy alternative to fries is available upon request for...
Does this actually happen? They get this instead of fries? No shot, bro.
anyone feeling cheesy enough to try it. Oh yeah, that one landed too.
Hi,
Bro,
we're
I'm
Visible.
trying to look
Get
at my
set to
fast
travel this
food
summer with
items,
a wireless
man.
plan that'll keep you connected on the go.
Pizza has seen its fair share of toppings.
That's KFC 100%.
Oh yeah, that one landed too.
That's 100% a KFC item. Look at the crusting.
Pizza has seen its fair share of toppings over the years. From old standards like extra cheese and pepperoni to more unusual fare like pineapple and jalapeno, we're always looking for something new to toss onto a pizza. But there is a menu item that turns the whole paradigm upside down by leaving the toppings where they are and instead makes its changes from the bottom up. Meet the Chizza, a portmanteau of pizza and chicken. That will make sense in a second. Now, pizza and chicken are hardly strangers.
I got the new buffalo chicken pizza from Pizza Hut.
No, I wasn't.
Both buffalo and barbecue chicken are popular pizza toppings that steadily increase in popularity the more drunk you and your friends are while ordering. But Kentucky Fried Chicken locations in Singapore and Saudi Arabia came up with a new way of wetting chicken to za. Instead of traditional pizza dough, a flattened piece of fried chicken is used as the crust. Then toppings such as marinara and mozzarella are added to create a menu item that...
Nah, you're doing way, way too much, man. There is no reason for this.
would knock the double down out in the first round. Like a seldom talked about cousin of chicken parmesan, the Chizza differs by using other common pizza toppings such as pineapple chunks and ham. So more like a cousin who refuses to stop wearing Tommy Bahama shirts. Around here, we call that a hero. We'll stay in Singapore for this next one because, if you can
Type
believe
one
it,
if you're from
there is still
Singapore.
stranger pizza to be had there. The Pizza Huts in Singapore carry a reputation for exquisite and fantastical pizzas. But much like a menu item designed by rapper and TV star Exhibit, the pizza we're talking about features a pizza inside a pizza. Pizception. The double sensation pizza seems like the kind of innovation only America could dream up. But make no mistake, it's
There's
a
another
Singapore
stray in America again.
exclusive. Here's how the pizza works. Much like Pizza Hut's stuffed crust pizza, the double sensation has a crust jam-packed with assorted cheeses.
That looks disgusting. This looks like something if like a 10-year-old had access to everything in a kitchen would make.
Typical supreme pizza. However, as you make your way down the slice, you are treated to a second pizza halfway through the first, complete with its own crust full of cheese and sausage. Finally, as you make your way to the center of the pie, you're greeted with a final level of toppings.
What do you mean make your way to the center? Don't you eat the center first?
Featuring a red-stemmed cherry. Yeah, a cherry. Just like the movie Inception, the double sensation pizza does everything it can to prevent you from guessing how it ends. And after putting one away, you're still sitting there like a profusely sweaty
Nobody ever put one away, I'm afraid.
Dom Cobb, telling yourself you need to go even deeper. Maybe order two and pile them on top of each other. You know what they say, the seaweed is always greener in somebody else's cake. Maybe we have that wrong. But it is a saying that rings true for anyone who has ever been to a Dunkin' Donuts in China. Walk into any...
Read the bits. Hi, Case. Hope we don't want to send a message where I forgot to pin it. My name is Vale, and today's my birthday. Yo, chat, happy birthday, Vale. Appreciate you, Vale. Chat, happy birthday, Vale. W Vale. Appreciate you. Happy birthday.
Dunkin' Donuts in Shanghai, and you can find donuts with glaze icing or chocolate sauce, or if you're feeling frisky,
I have never in my life been to a Dunkin' Donuts. I don't think I've ever seen one.
dried pork and seaweed.
Ah!
Sometimes called the pork floss donut, the confection gives exactly what it promises: crumbles of pork floss and sprinkles of dried seaweed. See, you can use the pork floss to get the seaweed sprinkles out of your teeth. If you think those flavors might clash with the classic taste of the donut, do not fret.
It looks like you dropped it in some dirt.
The actual donut composition is slightly different from the standard treat. It's made with yeast and with much less sugar. The end result is more of a small, savory breakfast meal than it is a sweet on-the-go snack. No word if there's an accompanying cup of porkweed coffee. Pumpkin spice season comes but once a year for several months. To capitalize on
Is this a real thing or is it just a meme? The whole pumpkin spice thing. Is that just a meme?
this fall frenzy, Japanese McDonald's locations found a way to incorporate the spice to their menus. Now, chocolate-covered fries are already a staple on Japanese menus year-round, because, of course they are, and we demand to know when those are making their way to the States.
No, we don't.
McDonald's decided to balance the saltiness and the sweet to perfection by adding pumpkin spice to the mix. Dubbed the Halloween Choco Potato Fries, the side dish is served on a tray and drizzled with chocolate and
y'all
pumpkin
can keep
sauces.
those.
Apparently, the treat is extremely tasty and has garnered many positive reviews.
Y'all can keep
So
those
much so
too.
that the Choco Potato Fries have reappeared on Japanese menus every October for the past several years. It's the perfect spooky treat to pair with that terrifying clown who's always hanging around that place. While we're snacking in Japan, it seems important that we stop by Burger King as well, so we can introduce you to the Kuro burgers. Kuro literally means black, something that should become obvious the second someone plops this burger noir in front of you. That's because the bun and the cheese of the burger are both jet black, like the sandwich has been moonlighting as a chimney sweep in the 19th century. This tall, dark, and handsome burger is made by charring the burger bun black. Squid ink is then added to further darken the bun until it resembles an Imperial probe droid. If that's not enough, the cheese is cooked with bamboo charcoal, so
Dealing
each
with the
slice
vibe.
comes out as black as the bun. The remaining ingredients are left their natural color, giving the whole shebang an eye-catching look. These dusky delights were so eye-catching
Eye-catching?
that it started a small feud between Japanese McDonald's and Burger King. Each chain had their own black burger, with McDonald's upping the ante by launching an all-white burger.
is going on? That's disgusting. Bro, can y'all stop adding sweets to what are supposed to be savory foods? Like, stop. I don't care how much y'all want to sit here and say cap. Sweet foods pale in comparison to savory foods. Like, I'm sorry, man. Savory over sweet any day of the week, bro. Something about sweet stuff just, ugh.
Taco Bell is not afraid to change up their recipes from time to time, especially with a humble quesadilla. Bell's
Oh, that was a crunch wrap. That was a breakfast crunch wrap. Matter of
recipes
fact,
from
that was a sausage breakfast crunch wrap, I'm pretty sure.
time to time, especially with a humble quesadilla.
Yeah, that's a sausage breakfast crunch wrap. That's exactly what that is. The hash brown is right here, the sausage is right here, and the cheese and the sauce is up here, dude. They're so good. They're actually so good, man. That's the best. I will say that currently that is the best fast food menu item out of any restaurant. Is the breakfast sausage breakfast crunch wrap sausage.
Bell's in the Philippines stuff their quesadillas with Cheetos. South Korean Taco Bells throw in a little kimchi. And Taco Bell Finland
Chat, what is kimchi? It's cabbage? Never mind. I don't want to know anything else.
crams a heaping helping of barbecue pork in with the melted cheese. But UK Taco Bell saw all these wacky mashups and said, hold my sauce. Not to be outdone in the crazy quesadilla game, they invented the KitKat chocodilla, a chocolatey version of the standard quesadilla we've all...
Yo, Taco Bell, y'all, I hope Taco Bell ain't in here. No offense, yo, Taco Bell, if you're in here right now, I'm sorry. But y'all will do anything except the steakhouse burrito. Y'all are going to make a KitKat quesadilla, everything but the steakhouse burrito, huh?
To know and love. The treat is made by melting entire KitKat bars and chocolate chips between Taco Bell's usual flour tortillas. And that's it. No beef, salsa, nor cheese need apply. The result is a tasty quesadilla-style snack with a satisfying KitKat crunch, like a dessertadilla. Taco Bell seems to have conquered the salty versus sweet combination, and fans couldn't be happier.
I'm not
The
happy.
treat is so successful, in fact, that it has expanded its reach to the U.S. and is currently available in the Midwest, where you can...
Wait, is it really? So Taco Bell, y'all will bring this as a permanent menu item, but the steakhouse, like, there's no shot.
can grab the KitKat or Twix version. Anybody up for a road trip?
No.
If you need insurance from a change in life, like you left your job, got a husband or wife, if you turn 26, lose your...
When their ice cream machine isn't broken, you can spend a hot summer day enjoying McDonald's ice cream sundaes.
Yeah, y'all remember when McDonald's got exposed for something we already knew, and that the ice cream machine wasn't actually broken? They just don't want to clean it. Didn't they get sued for that? I don't know. I'm just asking.
Traditionally, these frozen treats come in classic chocolate, buttery caramel, and sweet strawberry. But if those flavors seem a bit tired and mild to you, just hop on a plane and head over to Hong Kong, where you can enjoy McDonald's Tabasco Fudge Sundae. Yeah, you heard that right. Tabasco and ice cream together at last. And on purpose. Tabasco and McDonald's got together for a collaboration a few years back, with the expectation being that McDonald's
Okay, so y'all collabed and you chose to do it on ice cream?
combine their time-honored burgers and sandwiches with Tabasco sauce. And the idea worked. Kind of. Instead of the expected Tabasco-filled burgers and Tabasco-garnished fries making the cut, the long-shot Tabasco sundae wound up stealing the show.
Who made this decision?
Unlike the traditional chocolate sundaes at McDonald's, the Tabasco is not drizzled on top, but rather blended right into the ice cream, putting an inescapably fiery spin on the classic dessert, like a prank one would play on your younger brother. The coolness of the ice
What
cream
did that
mixed
guy
with the
just
spicy
do?
sauce quickly became a fan favorite. If you want to send your taste buds on the most confusing ride of their lives, we know a little place in Hong Kong you should try. Back when Windows 7 launched in 2009, Microsoft wanted to promote it with something tangible you could hold in your hands, like a window, or, barring that, a big-ass burger. We're talking, of course, about the short-lived Windows 7 Whopper from Burger King.
Did I miss on this? Bro, I don't even like Whoppers, but dude, I would have got one of these just for the meme, man.
So comically large, you needed considerable meat hooks of your own just to handle it. It wasn't that much different from the classic Whopper, with 7 crucial differences. Instead of 1 patty, this Sammy had 7. In essence, it was just a gigantic hamburger. Outside of the number 7, it had absolutely nothing to do with Windows 7, except for the fact that both products were extremely difficult to eat. Honestly, it would probably be easier to eat a copy of Windows 7 than to hork down this monstrosity.
I'm not gonna lie, that looks like the same size as a Big Mac.
As part of a tie-in with Burger King, Microsoft...
Oh, nah, look at the grease. Look at the grease! Oh my gosh, you would die right after eating this. You would die the next day. Like, before you eat this, you would have to write out a will because you would literally die the next day.
Introduced the structurally unsound meat snack to its customers in Japan. The reviews poured in, and most were pretty lukewarm. The taste was not great, and the meal was an expensive $15. But much of the attention focused on just how much meat you were forcing on yourself with each bite. We're sweating just looking at that thing.
This is gonna kill somebody!
On top of that, there were only enough veggies to cover the topmost patty, and there was absolutely no cheese, which I believe is against the law. The dripping grease from all that meat overwhelmed any other flavors and soaked the whole thing into a mushy heap. This turned the Windows 7 burger from a flashy, overpriced but appealing gimmick into a convoluted mess with a tendency to self-implode. Oh, kind of like Windows 7. Now the promotion makes sense. The promotion only lasted for 1 week, but we're still holding...
I wonder why.
Out hope that Burger King will release an update to upgrade it to the Whopper 10 or Whopper 11. So what do you think? Which one of these menu items would you try?
I am not mad about any of these not being in America, because every single thing that I just saw wasn't good. You know what I mean, chat? Wait, there are some that are banned in the U.S. too? How does a food get banned in the U.S.? You'll play a game with the 5.
And done.
I thought we was allowed to eat anything over here.
I didn't get that email.
When you click a mouse...
To state the obvious.
Bro, what is this?
Americans love food. And in the U.S., you can buy anything imaginable
What was
at
that guy's
restaurants,
name?
farms, markets, and other stores. Well, almost
Ooh, that thing look good! Look at all them mushrooms!
imaginable at restaurants, farms, markets, and other stores.
When I tell you I would absolutely suck this thing down in record time, buddy, you better believe me.
What?
Look at all of them mushrooms! Oh my goodness, man!
Well, almost anything. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has banned many foods from being sold or eaten in the United States for various reasons. So, today, we're going to take a look at some foreign foods that are not allowed in the USA. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History
How is
Food
something
channel.
not allowed in the
After that,
US?
please leave a comment and let us know what other funky food topics you would like to
This
hear
probably
about.
about to make me mad, 'cause there's
Now,
probably gonna be some good stuff on here.
let's take an illicit trip on the wild side of food.
Never mind, I don't know what that is, but it looks bad.
Scotland is known for a number of wonderful things, like Scotch whiskey, bagpipes, and Sean Connery. But it's also known for eating haggis.
Haggis? What is haggis?
Haggis, for those who don't know, is a type of pudding composed of the liver, heart, and lungs of a sheep, mixed with beef and oatmeal,
Y'all can keep that.
then seasoned with onions, cayenne peppers, and other spices. This mixture is then packed into a sheep's stomach and boiled.
How revolting!
Exactly! What?
This might not sound appetizing to everyone, but Scottish people are really into it. In fact, haggis is the national dish of Scotland, and if you get it there, it's usually accompanied by turnips and mashed potatoes. Americans who like haggis, however, are out of luck, because haggis is currently banned from being imported into the United States.
Thank you!
The U.S. banned all foods that are made from animal lungs in 1971. Since then, Scotland has made several efforts to influence the U.S. into lifting the ban on haggis and changing federal food safety regulations, but they've come up short each time. Too bad Sean Connery isn't around to ask them.
Chat.
Sometimes the U.S. bans foods for health concerns about the dish itself, but there are
Oh my goodness, what is this, man?
other reasons John Q. Law might stop you from enjoying a particular meal. For example, to protect an endangered species. Such is the case with beluga caviar. Caviar is, of course, fish eggs. Beluga caviar comes from the beluga sturgeon, which is the largest of the sturgeons, weighing more than 2,000 pounds and measuring more than 15 feet long. It can take up to 25 years for the female beluga to mature and produce eggs. Beluga caviar varies in color from light to dark gray and is the largest grain caviar.
People eat this?
Their pearls are the most delicate and have a mild, buttery flavor. In 2005, however, the United States banned beluga caviar from further import due to overfishing. The U.S. was consuming about 60% of the world's beluga caviar, which is considered the Rolls-Royce of caviar.
Bro, I couldn't even like sit here and eat this because I'd be knowing I'm eating eggs. Like, not like chicken eggs, but like a bunch of little tiny eggs. Like, chicken egg is different. I don't know, man. Y'all see what I'm saying, though?
Caviar, due to costing $200 per ounce. In fact, beluga caviar was so desirable that the available stock declined by 90%. Overfishing of the beluga can mostly be traced back to poaching in the black market, but that's just academic now. The bottom line is, no beluga caviar for Americans anymore.
That's cool with me.
So as we've seen, the U.S. might ban a food for being unsafe, or because it derives from a species at risk. But there's yet another reason a food might be banned: trading concerns. Take the Mirabel plum, which is the small, oval-shaped and dark yellow fruit grown on the Mirabel
keep
plum
that
tree.
too!
It's sweet and full of flavor, and is used in fruit preserves and dessert pies. The fruit can mostly be found in France, where 70% of the world's Mirabel production occurs. The production of the Mirabel plum has been supported since 1996 by a protected geographical indication to help guarantee its
Dude, it makes you wonder, man, like, you know how much of a risk the people were taking who first, like, discovered an apple tree? Like, who you think the first person ever, like a caveman walking around, saw, like, an apple and was like, you know what, I'm gonna eat that thing, see what happens. You know what else is crazy? Like, who invented fishing? What caveman was sitting by a lake, said, you know what, I'm gonna create a fishing pole.
Authenticity. The protected origin designation makes it illegal to import or commercially sell the plums in the U.S. That being said, regular folks can grow them on their own property, as long as you don't try to sell them.
What?
Unpasteurized milk, or raw milk, is milk that comes directly from an animal's udder and hasn't been heat-treated or pasteurized to kill any bacteria. Sounds great, right?
Oh, indeed it does.
Well, it may not be. Raw milk carries a higher risk of being contaminated with harmful bacteria that causes foodborne illnesses than pasteurized milk does. Children, in particular, are at a higher...
Oh, milk is nasty. I'm sorry. Milk is gross. Ugh. I don't know. I got like a milk phobia or something. Dude, I've got like a milk phobia. It's just, I don't know. It's ugh. I don't know, man.
Risk for these diseases because their immune systems have not yet fully developed. The FDA banned the interstate sale or distribution of raw milk in the U.S., but states are able to adopt their own laws for the sale of raw milk. Given the risk, you might think that states would want to stop people from drinking the stuff, but not so much. In fact, drinking and consuming unpasteurized milk is 100% legal in all 50 states. That being said, only 13 states allow the sale of raw milk in retail stores. Of the other 37, 20 states prohibit the sale of raw milk, and 17 states allow the sale of raw milk on the farm in which it was produced. And at the very least, many of the states that allow the selling of raw...
You have weak bones, buddy. Can you grow up? This dude literally just took a quote that was said when you were a kid and thinks that it's actually true. Buddy, can you do some research? Adults aren't even meant to drink milk. There's a reason why most people are lactose intolerant. It's because after you grow up, you're not even meant to drink milk anymore. Like, you think lactose intolerance is like a disease? No, that's literally like how it's meant to be.
Raw milk require a warning label informing consumers about the risk of pathogens that can be found in the milk. There is currently something of a movement in the United States to consume organic and locally grown foods. Some believe that raw milk is more nutritious and provides good bacteria for the body. Sassafras oil is extracted from the dried root bark.
Dude, what is this stuff?
Of the sassafras tree. The tree, in case you want to go looking for one, stands anywhere from 20 to 40 feet tall, with slender branches and orange and brown colored bark.
Slender,
the leaves
man!
are oval and can grow to 3 to 7
Man,
inches
I ain't worried
long.
about this stuff. Give me something cool.
The ortolan is a small, colorful...
No way y'all be killing these things and eating them.
...bird in the bunting family, a category that also includes American tree sparrows. Once upon a time, in a faraway land called France, the ortolan was a chief ingredient in a highly controversial meal. The recipe called for the bird to be cooked for 8 minutes and served with a head attached. The bird was then meant to be eaten whole, including the head and bones. Due to its rarity, the killing and selling of the ortolan was banned in France in the 1990s. But that didn't stop poachers who continued to catch the small bunting and sell it to local restaurants. In fact, the law was so inconsequential that France's League for the Protection of Birds claimed that the ortolan population dropped 30% even after the ban was enacted. This forced the government to enact more stringent enforcement in 2007. But the killing of the rare bird is less controversial than the barbaric way in which it is killed. It starts with the birds being trapped during their migratory season and kept in covered cages. Since the ortolan eats more at night, covering the cages cruelly tricks them into gorging on grain, even to the point where the body's
wrong
double
for
in
that.
size. This is a less gruesome variation on an alleged ancient practice in which the bird's eyes would be plucked out, fooling them into thinking it was night so that they would eat more. Either way, once the ortolans are fattened up, they're thrown, still alive mind you, into a vat of Armagnac.
What?
Which drowns and marinates them. France now strictly enforces the ban on killing ortolans. In fact, the killing, cooking, or smuggling of the bird anywhere in the European Union or the United States is currently a crime.
Oh, nah!
CaseOh
I don't know what this is. I'm skipping that.
Movies like 1975's Jaws make it seem like humans have a lot to fear from sharks. But in reality, the reverse is far more true. In fact, finning, the act of cutting off a shark's fin, is one of the greatest threats that sharks face. It's so dangerous because after a shark is finned, it's thrown back in the sea, where it may drown, bleed to death, or be eaten by other animals. Unfortunately, for those who want to protect the sharks, there is still a large market for shark fins to make shark fin soup, which is a popular and luxurious Asian dish. Shark fins are very popular in Asia and can be found in food stores, pharmacies, and fishing villages. The demand for shark fins has led to sharks being targeted solely...
Chad, who here's eating a shark fin?
for their fins. But don't expect to try that soup in the US anytime soon. The practice of finning is illegal in the United States.
Oh, nah.
Ackee appears to be a very delightful and delicious fruit, but appearances can be deceiving. For if the ackee isn't properly eaten, it can cause vomiting or even lead to a coma
That's why you shouldn't eat fruits right there.
or death. To do it right, you need to know that the ackee's fruit's protective pod turns red and naturally opens, revealing the edible portion, which is the many yellow aril that surround the toxic black seeds. The ackee fruit is originally native to West Africa, but was brought to Jamaica in
Yeah, look,
1778.
y'all can say of course, but bro, I'm sorry that like vegetables are nasty, man. I'm sorry, but that's just life. They're just nasty, bro. This isn't a vegetable. I know this is a fruit, but I'm talking about like vegetables. They're just gross. They're not. They literally are, though. You can't sit here and look at some lettuce and be like, man, that's just lovely. Like what?
In Jamaica, the harmful effects of ackee fruit are known as Jamaican vomiting sickness, and they're comfortable enough with it to have made it Jamaica's national
So
fruit.
greens
The
are
fruit can be
nasty?
tried in-
Yes, they're nasty. You want me to sit here and act like they just taste good? They don't. There's a reason why before we eat them, we do a million different things to them, like potatoes. Guess what? French fries, loser.
In Jamaica, paired with codfish, which is a popular dish. In the U.S., however, the FDA banned all ackee, though they later allowed the sale of frozen or canned ackee. The import of fresh
Grow up.
ackee
I am
is
grown.
still banned.
These ain't banned.
The
I've seen
Kinder
them.
Surprise Egg is a hollow chocolate egg that holds a plastic capsule that contains a toy. The toy is usually a simple collectible, like a tiny bike or miniature beach bucket and pail. They are widely popular and are sold across the world, except in the United States. Not that it's hurting them any. In fact, even without the help from U.S. markets, Kinder sells more than 3.5 billion surprise eggs each year. Kinder Surprise Eggs have always been illegal in the United States.
Why?
The 1938 regulation made it illegal to sell any candy that contains a non-nutritive object. Several efforts have been made to import the chocolate egg into the U.S., but the federal government has continued its ban and recalled the item each time. Luckily for U.S. consumers, Kinder also makes the Joy Egg, which is a more recent version that separates the toy from the chocolate in 2 sealed halves. The Joy Egg meets FDA regulations and is compliant with the Consumer Product Safety Commission. It's not exactly the same as the Kinder Surprise, but it's close enough so the fans across the U.S. can get their fix. So what do you think? What banned food sounds good to you?
None of them. None of them sound good. You know what else doesn't sound good? Vegetables. And y'all ain't about to sit here and tell me to grow up. I'm a grown man, buddy. Y'all are like legitimately just being devil's advocate for no reason. You're not about to sit here and tell me that a bowl of vegetables like lettuce and stuff is just pleasing to you. Stop. Stop saying lettuce. What else you want me to say? Spinach. Onions are good, but they're not good in a salad. What else? Just nasty, man. Celery's nasty. But you like mushrooms? A mushroom isn't a vegetable. A mushroom's a fungus. You know what's crazy? Y'all keep sitting here saying steamed, cook them right. Buddy, back in the caveman days, what you think they was doing? They ate it how it was? Yeah, but you know what else they started doing? Current year, like 3 million BC. 2 cavemen come out of the cave. They're pointing at a deer. Random deer just sitting there. Squire! Kill the deer with a spear and eat it. Why? Because they was tired of eating greens. And from that very moment forward, they ate animals. And then they started cooking them later. What you talking about? Chad, we got any legitimate vegans in here? This dude just said, yeah, because meals with both don't exist. Cavemen weren't sitting here breaking down macronutrients and thinking they need a healthy variation of both. They didn't care. They would eat a deer and just eat it, or a saber-toothed tiger or something. Evan with the 5. That doesn't mean vegetables aren't still good. They died at 25. Yeah, because they would walk out of their cave and there'd be a saber-toothed tiger waiting in a tree and they would die. Or they'd be running in the middle of the night with no flashlight and run off the side of a cliff. Like, yeah, of course they died at 25. Like, bro, what?